2012, and it's 11 a.m., so we're going to go ahead and get started. Roll call with Commissioner Yower.
Here.
Commissioner Rosales.
Here.
Judge Shaw here. Commissioner Schindel. Here. There work. And Lisa Luna with the County Clerk's Office. Present. I'm not sure. We'll just turn that off. How's that?
Yeah, that's fine. We can talk about it.
Okay. Please stand and join us in opening prayer and stay standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for all our blessings. We ask that you be with us today, that we make decisions for the county. We ask that you keep us safe on our highways. We thank you for our troops as they protect us throughout the world. We ask that you be with all the officials of our country to make wise decisions. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You know what, excuse me, I did not call Commissioner Hummel. I looked at everybody and called their names and skipped over, so will you
You need
please?
to write that down. Email.
Yes, I'm sorry, Lisa. Didn't do that intentionally. Let's see. Number 5 is citizens to be heard.
There are no citizens to be heard, ma'am.
Thank you. And number 6, it says discuss, approve, disapprove, eliminating interior finishes, grading, and sodding sidewalks and handrails from MJ Boyle's contract for Karnes County Courthouse Restoration Phase 1 project. I think Lorraine had come to us before and talked to us about the plaster issue. Is that correct?
Yes, you did.
And
She said
that's,
that last year was somewhere around $8,000 that be done on those interior walls. And if we're not moving back into there, there's no reason to do it because it's gonna come off again when they go back and redo it. These other things, I don't foresee anyone moving back in there anytime soon. I know there's something in the contract about that we're supposed to move back in, be doing work on it, or move back into it. But I don't see that we're gonna be doing, anyone moving in there until more work is done than is what currently on that wall. So I think it's reasonable to eliminate this work and save the money, and if we do on foundation work, it can be applied to that.
didn't Lorraine talk to Sharon about this?
She's talked to her about it, and it's all a possibility, and
Okay.
I've even talked with Gene a little bit about it, and he said, yeah, it's reasonable, that you don't need to spend it. The handrail and sidewalks and the carpet, and the grass outside and all that stuff, so that certainly doesn't need to be done. So,
Make a motion to do that?
I'll make a motion that we eliminate the interior finishes, grading, siding, sidewalk, and handrails from MJ Ball contract, Karnes County Courthouse Restoration Phase 1 project.
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? No opposition. Motion carries 4-0. Number 7 on the agenda is to discuss, approve, disapprove executing a paid-up oil and gas lease between Karnes County and Manticore Oil and Gas LLC and authorize the county judge to sign. You've got a contract in your packet. I did not make your packages. I'm sorry. I didn't. I left last week thinking. But what this is I've had Betty go over this. Betty's read it. Where is she? That's okay, we don't need her. She's already read it, and she actually helped us with the wording on the agenda. And it's just paid up oil and gas lease, and we just need to approve it between us and Karnes County.
I'll make the motion to approve executing a paid-up oil and gas lease between Karnes County and Manticore Oil and Gas LLC and authorize county judge to sign.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? No opposition? Motion carries 4-0. Number 8 on the agenda is to discuss, approve, disapprove, executing a division order between Stat Oil Texas Onshore Properties LLC and Karnes County and authorize the county judge to sign. That's not in here either. All it is a division order that's previously been discussed. Betty's also gone over this one and she's taken care of it. She said it was good.
I'll make the motion to approve executing a division order between Stat Oil Texas Onshore Properties LLC and Karnes County and authorize county judge to sign.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? No opposition. Motion carries 4-0. Number 9 is to discuss, approve, disapprove of advertising the road and bridge equipment yard for rent described as 0.172 acres, block 132 in Runge. Betty put that on there. There was somebody interested that had come in to ask to advertise for the county yard. Chief DeBose from Kennedy did contact us this morning and asked that if we did advertise and we did lease the yard, that we put a caveat in there saying that if there was an emergency, because in our emergency management stuff, that we reserve the right to be able to use part of that yard if there's an emergency in Runge and that they need our assistance. And so Betty said that's something she would negotiate. She's not in here, she's with somebody, but all this is for advertising right now.
Okay.
So,
Right.
Tracy, they don't use the yard to store equipment or anything, do they?
No, there's nothing there. We let the state highway department park their stuff in there right now because they're patching some pavement roads around there. That's the only equipment that's there right now. No, we don't use it. I'll make a motion to approve of advertising the road and bridge equipment yard for rent described as 0.172 acres of block 132 in Runge, Texas.
I second it.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? No opposition. Motion carries 4-0. Number 10 on the agenda is to discuss, approve, disapprove amending the budget for a waste and recycling center for a used pickup not to exceed $10,000. James, that's you.
Well, we need a pickup out there, and I wanted to get at least 10,000. I'm not gonna buy a brand new one, because we're gonna beat it to hell out there, so. Just something I can pick up after 10,000, but I wanted y'all's permission before I went out and started looking for one. I'll try to get it as cheap as I can. I'll try to save as much as I can on this 10,000.
Before we do that, Luana, does he have a line item to be able to move to another line item? Or does it have to be declared an emergency?
It would have to be declared an emergency. The only possibility is, we have recently amended for a dozer to dig the pit that I believe that Road and Bridge ended up doing. So we would have some of those dollars available.
That was to separate the piles of 10,000.
Okay. So are we going to be using that money?
Yeah, I've called HR Bureau, and I'm just waiting for him to go in there and start doing it. I'm not sure. I guesstimated it was gonna be around 10,000. Could be a little bit over, could be a little bit under, but I just put a cap at 10,000, because I'm gonna try to do it with that.
Okay, then we do not have monies available anywhere, that it would need to be an amendment.
Would it qualify as an emergency?
I'm here to ask y'all, I mean, what it is, it's Eli out there. He was using his own pickup, and it's an older pickup. He's having a lot of problems with the pickup. And he said he doesn't want to be using it anymore. He's burning his own gas out there.
Well, it's also a liability for the county.
And,
to use it.
and he can't be getting out there. I had kind of mentioned maybe a four-wheeler, but he said, I need a pickup with a bed to be able to haul around trash out there and everything. Yeah.
Or are you trying to get 3/4 ton that can pull a trailer to all trash, if you do any trash pickup?
All the traders out there are just, everybody takes everything out there. I was thinking of about a half ton, but we can go with 3/4 ton and just be, jump up another $1,000 or something. It's no big deal. Not on the 10,000. I'll get one for under 10,000, 3/4.
Where's Betty? So I guess, come up here, Betty, so we can hear you. I hate it when you sit way back there. So I guess if we looked at an emergency amendment, would it be an emergency because it's a benefit to the citizens of something that they're not receiving now? Could it be, Betty? Yes or no?
What?
On number 10 on the agenda, James has an agenda item for discuss, approve, disapprove, amending the budget for the Waste and Recycling Center for a used pickup not to exceed $10,000. Could it qualify as an emergency?
Was it something that would qualify as being unforeseen?
Okay,
Yeah.
if an employee is using his personal pickup, that's a liability issue?
It is. He's not using it anymore, so he's walking around out there, and that's still endangers him out there. He can't do anything, he's walking around. We need a pickup.
Well, Luana, is it something that you see?
Well, it could be considered unforeseen for the fact of, we did not know necessarily
Yeah.
that these piles were gonna have to be separated, et cetera, by TCEQ's standards.
Well, and if that was something that we learned as a result of an inspection or something, it was definitely not foreseen on our part, because we wouldn't subject ourselves to being fined.
And he was happy to use his truck. He used his truck ever since we hired him. But up to about a week ago, about two and a half weeks ago, he started complaining about his truck. It's doing bad. He's wasting his own, fuel, and I understand that.
I think $10,000 is cheaper than a fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll try to get it less than that, of course. I just capped it at that, not to waste more than that. But we don't need a new one.
I'll make the motion to approve amending the budget for the waste and recycling center for a used pickup not to exceed $10,000.
I'll second.
Would that be considered, so it's considered as
Yeah.
an emergency?
Unforeseen.
Unforeseen.
Not as an emergency, but as an
Unforeseen.
Unforeseen.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? No opposition, motion carries 4-0.
Thank you.
Number 11 is discuss, approve, disapprove clarification of what is expected by the city of Karnes City in regard to minutes dated 8/2/2011. The county will be responsible for ensuring that Karnes City will have 8 beds allocated for inmates. If inmates are to be transferred for housing outside the county, it will be at county expense, excuse me. What that is, I'm sorry guys, when I was gone last week, I did not do this for y'all because I had left it. What this says is when we were gonna buy the jail property, Mr. Pippin wanted a clause in there saying that if Karnes City had 6 to 8 folks, that they would all be transported at county cost. So the question probably would be, what's different? Nothing. They're just ensuring that they're getting their 6 to 8 beds. It could be foreseen growth, it could be something else, but if we have a 48-bed jail sitting on their property, they just wanna ensure, sitting on our property, excuse me, they wanted to ensure that they would have those 6 to 8 cells. Well, we already do all this. We do it for the city of Kennedy, city of Falls City, city of Runyon, city of Karnes City. But this is a caveat that they wanted in there to be able to sell the land to us. And we really need to be able to purchase the land because Mr. Pippin wants to put it back up for sale if we're not able to purchase it. But this was in their minutes, and if y'all want to look at it, you can see where Luana wrote me a note to make sure that we were all on the same page. So this is actually just clarification.
Because it was not in the court's original motion when y'all
Right.
accepted purchasing the land. Also, is this open-ended forever and ever perpetuity, that they will always be guaranteed these beds? And at our cost, should we transport them elsewhere?
Well, they are anyway. That's the county service that we provide.
Just clarification in the
If
motion.
something comes up, I guess they always say somebody different can make any different decision, but right now, that's exactly what it is, to be able to purchase our land. So we can write a
Just
check.
to clarify.
But there's nothing said here that it's forever. All right. Just to be able to get the land now.
Yes, we need to be able to write a check for the land before Mr. Pippin said he'd like to sell it if we're not buying it.
I mean, we've been doing it all the time, because I've had meetings with the city years and over 10 years ago about that same situation when they were having problems. It's big old BS, but I know what you mean, it's just to clarify.
Nothing's different.
That's what I understand, that we've always done it and we're required to do it by state law.
It's just a matter that when the motion was made to buy the property, that was not listed in our motion and is in the city's motion, so it needs to be included.
And they need to match.
We got it.
Okay, Judge.
Thank you.
I'll make the motion to approve clarification of what is expected by the city of Karnes City in regards to minutes dated 8/2/11. The county will be responsible for ensuring that Karnes City will have 8 beds allocated for inmates. If inmates are to be transported for housing outside of the county, it will be at the county expense.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? No opposition, motion carries 4-0. The next item on the agenda is to adjourn.
I'll make it.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries 4-0. Thank you, guys, appreciate it. Thank you, sir.